The next one is I'm going to show you is a lateral palm strike. Very, very simple again. Deliver it from, just hold that down. Deliver it from here and you whack it up into the jaw there. The reason being for this is there's loads of targets here. If you hit the temple, the ear with a cupped hand, even if you go round and hit into the back of the neck, you can generate a knockout into the neck, into the jaw, across the chin. Here, bang. Again, very, very simple, gross motor movement. I don't want to fight, I don't want to fight, bang, and then you deliver it in there. You could take the person's head off. Not literally, but it will hurt them. Okay. So to begin with, what I want you to do is just look at working very, very close. Why? Because it makes your life harder. You're not always going to be able to work at the range you want to. So just working close for this and see how much power you can generate just doing that. So from here, just try and generate as much power as you can. Like delivering a hook punch, make that elbow nice and high and just deliver it that way. Make sure you get that twist in your hips. Now, I'm using a little cheat here, which I'm going to explain in a bit, that generates a little bit more power. Okay, the cheat is just the proper way of doing it for this, for the lateral palm. There's two things. One is use the heel of your palm when you make contact rather than the hand. If you want to slap somebody and shock them, to shut them up or to break their state or as a pattern interrupt, then slap them with a nice loose hand like that, like a wet towel, and that'll hit the most amount of nerves in the face and cause the most shock effect. If you want to knock them out, you've got to do it with this bit, because this is the thing that's closest to the bone in your hand, and it's a much heavier thing to contact with. The other little thing that I'm doing is called a figure eight, or a double hip movement, where if I'm going to drive this forward here, then all of this in my hips needs to move first. Otherwise, all I've got is that hand movement, much more powerful, when my feet, my knees, my hips turn first, and then my shoulder, and then the hand goes last. If I do that, there's going to be, obviously it makes it more obvious, and I'm making a bigger movement. So one of the skills that you will just have to develop in hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of flight time practicing this is how to get those movements very, very small and fast and still use them enough to be able to get that power in. That means that you can do a very, very quick knockout shot from them.